Good morning, sir.
Hi.
It's great to have you at SIBM Pune, and it was glad to hear your speech at the Senate 2018, and we're really happy that you're here. Welcome. And so we'd like to ask you a few questions. With your passion for the Indian Army, and you worked for Sun Microsystems and then Microsoft, and now the MD at Adobe. So how are your experiences differ throughout this journey?
So thanks, Ishita. So firstly, it's an absolute pleasure. So I'm highly impressed, like I said in my speech, after seeing your campus and seeing the quality of the students here.
Yes.
So congratulations to you.
Thanks.
And so very fairly, one of the things that I say, each thing has been different, right? Because and so different, which is the fun of it. So I've always reveled in the fact that. Like I was talking in my speech, that you have to reinvent, you have to innovate, you have to disrupt at any given time. And I found that every one of my stints has been a lot of disruption, a lot of learning for me, a lot of reinvention, which is the way I frankly like it. However, one of the common themes, so whether it was the Indian Army or whether it was any of the organizations that you named, one of the themes that is common and has stuck with me is the people theme. Right, so irrespective of if I'm in a Microsoft or if I was in the army, I think one of the biggest things to crack is the whole people equation. And once that is done, whether you're heading a business or whether you're interacting with customers or you're interacting with troops in the army, I think you can't go wrong. So that's one of the that's the way I would answer that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the light, sir. So now that as a panel discussion had a theme of finding the next decade of growth.
Yeah.
So do you feel skeptical about the growing number of startups in India, and do you think it is a bubble and might burst soon?
No, so I think I mentioned it. So I think the best thing that happened to India in a long time is that whole startup boom, right? Because like someone asked a question, so when you are into a startup, there is a very heavy chance of failure. Right, and what you learn out of a failure is more than what you learn out of success ever. So to me, I think it's what India required, it's what India needs, right? We should have more startups, we should have more entrepreneurial culture. I still think whether it's fintech, whether it's our mid-market, a lot of our areas are still underserved, which hopefully will get sorted out. There will be failure, there will be bubbles that will burst on and off, which is good, Ishita, because that's how we are going to be actually moving to the next level.
So talking about the risk also, like we spoke in the, it's good to hear that. So sir, we also spoke a bit about augmented reality during the session, and you talked about virtual reality. So they play a very important role in enhancing consumer experience.
Yeah.
So how does Adobe, could you throw more light into this, how does Adobe actually incorporate this into the way it serves the customers?
Yeah, so a lot of these buzzwords have come in now, but from an Adobe standpoint, I think it's been for years. We've already incorporated stuff like AI, etc., into our products, and we're doing it every day. So take something as simplistic as a Photoshop, right? You'll have a lot of features in Photoshop where automatically the software or the tool itself discerns and fills up stuff. So if you were to delete some part of the picture, there is something called a content aware fill which automatically fills it in. So at Adobe, we are very conscious of the future, envisioning the future. We've got big data engineering labs, even based out of India, a lot of development on AI, machine learning, even deep learning, right? So there's a lot of that we do, both at San Jose, parts of the North America market, and India, like I said, which is one of our biggest, second largest R&D centers outside of the US. Yeah.
So sir, lastly, what are the key skills that students like us, during our MBA, what are the key skills that we should focus on during these 2 years in terms of personal development?
In terms of personal development? Okay, so I think I mentioned some of them. That was my covert way of telling you guys what skills to focus on, but I think most important to me would be attitude and passion, right? That's most important. So, and then of course the whole ability to learn, the whole ability to reinvent, like I said, getting comfortable with failure is something, you've got an empty field here, right? For 2 years you guys come in. So fail fast, fail enough, right? So that, because that's when you would learn and move to the next. So attitude and passion, your ability to learn quickly because of the changing times, and lastly would be your appetite to digest and accept failure.
Sure, sir. We'll take that into account and keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's been great talking to you, and we would love to have you back on campus.
Yeah. Thank you so much.